Thank you for your interest in doing business with the City of Palm Bay. Today I will talk about the city's competition thresholds and procurement requirements. The city is responsible for the expenditure of public funds and must follow a policy of competition, source, selection whenever reasonable. The city seeks suppliers that will provide quality materials and services at a fair and reasonable price delivered on time. For small purchases less than $10,000, one quote is the minimum. Although the city always seeks best pricing, we do have minimum thresholds for competition. For purchases up to $5,000, one verbal quote must be solicited. For $5,000 to $10,000, one written quote must be solicited. For $10,000 to $25,000, 3 or more written quotes must be solicited. Procurement solicits everything over $25,000 via formal quote or sealed invitation for bid or request for proposal, which I'll talk about next. Formal quotes are used for purchases over $25,000 but under $100,000, and invitations for bids are used for purchases over $100,000. Both are awarded to the lowest, most responsive and responsible vendor. The Chief Procurement Officer can award formal quotes, and the City Council awards invitation for bids at one of their bi-monthly meetings. The city also uses a request for proposal process whenever we want best value, which means price is not the driving factor. This can be awarded by the Chief Procurement Officer or City Council, depending on the amount of award. For architectural and engineering services, the city selects the most qualified firm and negotiates pricing with only that firm. The city has insurance requirements to help mitigate risk borne by the city in contracting for services. It is important for vendors to understand these requirements prior to submitting a quote, bid, or proposal. Insurance is required whenever a vendor is performing work on city property, and limits are determined by the city's risk manager. In general, the city requires $1 million in general liability, $1 million in auto liability, and workers' compensation. Even if Florida law exempts workers' compensation for certain businesses, the city still requires it. The city also must be additional insured and have waiver of subrogation for both general liability and auto. The city has a variety of payment methods. For most transactions, the city issues a purchase order. Payment is per Florida law and can take up to 45 days, but is usually less. The city endeavors to process payments as quickly as possible, but does not prepay for goods. Select employees in each department have Visa or MasterCard credit cards called P-cards. P-cards can be used for small purchases of goods and limited services at the point of sale, but P-cards cannot be used for on-site services and recurring charges. The most important step any vendor must take in order to do business with the city is to register for VendorLink. VendorLink is the software partner we use to broadcast our opportunities to do business with the city. It is absolutely free to register. VendorLink is a user-friendly portal on our website. Simply provide your contact information, identify what goods and services you offer, and get notified whenever we broadcast a matching solicitation. We use this system to broadcast notice of any solicitation we do valued at $25,000 or more. All the documents can be viewed and downloaded instantly with no fee. Registering with VendorLink also connects you with other government agencies that utilize VendorLink. To register, go to myvendorlink.com. Check out our video with step-by-step instructions for more information. Please check out our website for more information, palmbayflorida.org/procurement, or click on Business on the city's homepage and navigate to Doing Business with City. There you will find even more information about the procurement department. There's also a list of our active bids, quotes, and proposals, and a direct link to register with VendorLink. On behalf of the procurement department, thank you for taking the time to learn more about the city's competitive thresholds and procurement processes.